Ahoy, Swabs! Captain Jeff the Pirate here at your disservice. And welcome to Captain Jeff Reviews and Questions Adventure Time. Today's episode, The Music Hole. Now, when I be first watching this episode, I'd be thinking, wait a minute, this episode would be airing out of order. But later on we get a little reveal as to why it is the correct one. Why did I think it was out of order? Because it opens with Finn being all gloomy and sad and depressed at the Finn sword still being broken, though now the face to car be gone. If you saw the end of I Am Sorry, you kind of figure out what's going on here. So there would be some connectivity. It should have been right after I Am Sorry, that's what I'd be thinking. So I guess Finn was able to, he has like moments of where he's okay, but then when he looks at the sword, he then instantly goes into a depression. Jake and the Princess Bubblegum be noticing that this is getting really bad. So to cheer him up, they arrange Plan C, Battle of the Bands, with the special celebrity guest judge, Finn the Human. So we get to see and hear so many bands. We see Susan Strong, and I like this, they be bringing her back. They mentioned Donnie from several episodes ago, the grass jerk from a while back. So we see Susan Strong perform, we see Marceling, we see a whole bunch of the citizens of the Land of Ooh. But then at one point, while the stage is quiet, Finn be hearing some beautiful music, and he be wondering, where be this coming from? So he goes off in search to find in this great, beautiful music. While everyone is just dealing with Battle of the Bands in a giant, angry mob mosh pit. Jake the dog and Lady Rain Acorn be following Finn, and they come to this hole. It's be called a face hole, despite what the title is. But it somehow is singing, and it has eyes, its giant hole for its mouth, and the only people that seems to be able to hear it are Finn. The hole reveals it's as old as Ooh itself, which I think is interesting. So this thing's been also around for 1,000 years. I'm liking how they're showing how they have different people and creatures and things that have been around since the beginning of Ooh. But you have to wonder what the hole was like before Ooh. But it can see everything in Ooh, all the good people, all the actions, all the bad stuff. But and only two kinds of people can hear it. Either sing and or talk. People who have childlike wonder and innocence, and in one of its eyes it shows a silhouette of BMO. And then it says, or people who have gone through a great heart-wrenching suffering tragedy. And it shows like a silhouette of Simon while he be slowly transforming into the Ice King. So because of the Finn sword, somehow Finn is able to hear this. Now this be a problem. I've been wondering, how long have BMO and our Ice King been able to hear this thing? Maybe BMO just assumed it's part of the natural soundtrack in the background for his fun little life. And as for Ice King, well, we know he's crazy, so he's probably like, there goes that music again. It must be part of me wizard eyes or wizard ears or something. Arr. And anyway, Finn be awarding the Battle of the Bands, the award to the hole. So who knows? We have no idea how deep said hole is, but or if we'll be seeing the hole again. This be interesting. I thought this was an episode that was good because it showed. Now, there'd be other episodes in the past where Finn has moped around a lot, but this one, it showed how Finn can have some moments of sadness even after the event has happened. But I think he recovered from this. And it did show the sword, Finn sword, is going to be maybe possibly... The Finn that's in there is still kicking, still existing. So he could be making a comeback. Now, here be the thing that officially made me figure out why this episode was in the right order, contrary to what I thought before. The opening act for the Battle of the Bands be featuring MC NEPTR and Princess and Flame Princess doing freestyle rap. Which Finn says, I wonder how long they've been working on that. Because if you remember, we did see the Flame Princess talk about how she'd been working on her freestyle rapping in the episode Bun-Bun. So I was like, okay, so it is in the correct order. A little interesting how they had that work out, but I thought it was good. Speaking of good, I thought this episode was good, so I'd be giving it a 1.5 up. Like I said, it shows how Finn can suffer some tragedy, has that momentary ability to bounce back from it. And then, if he sees it every once in a while, it then hits him with the depression. But then he can get back to, but then he can land back on his feet. so it is showing very human, realistic emotions. It'd be a good story. It also this be very clever what they're doing on the show. They are slowly, but somehow making it work by integrating NEPTR back into the show. He came when he was first birthed in his episode, and like he shows up every once in a while, either as a small speaking role or visual. We've been seeing him. I've just noticed, yeah, he's been slowly making a comeback, and they're not just forcing him down our throat trying to be like, accept NEPTR. He'd be coming back in increments, and I like this. It's a good way. I also like how they had Susan Strong, and they talked about Donnie, so they aren't completely ignoring all characters from the old episodes from the past. Sure, this episode introduced a new character, but like I said, I like how they're keeping the lore and the characters and the mythos alive for this show. It'd be very refreshing. It'd be very good. So like I said, I'd be giving this episode a 1.5 thumbs up, and I thought it was good. I hope you enjoyed it. We won't be getting an episode for like the week before the 4th of July, so don't know what's going on there. Or at least I don't think so. I'll double check, but yeah. But anyway, that's all the time we have for this episode. Until next time, this be Captain Jeff reviewing and questioning Adventure Time. Saying thank you for watching, and as always, arr.